Hey y'all, so I'm coming to you with the Inner Speaks Oracle deck healing, and I just wanted to give y'all an example of the healing, because what inspired me to offer healings to others is the healings that's been done to me over the years. I discovered this book maybe around like 2019 was my first reading, and I did another one during the pandemic, and this is my third one. And what inspired this feeling, inner blockages, just feeling this stuckness in my life and in myself. No matter how hard I try to move forward, I just feel stuck. Just something ain't quite right. Right now, it's just I'm having the hardest time getting a summer job. I work at a school. I just need a summer job. I've been applying since before the school year was over months ago, and I'm still sitting here waiting on a job. And I'm just like, what is going on? And I feel like something inside of me is blocked, right? So it's really about identifying the block. So I identified, okay, something don't quite feel right. I'm having a hard time aligning to my financial stability, my abundance, my prosperity. What's going on? So I got led this morning to do this healing, and I asked Spirit, I said, what's the source of my block? And this is in full transparency, y'all. This is my exact reading, word for word. Psychic attack. All right? Psychic attack. And it says, question to find where this is coming from, right? So you ask yourself, where's the psychic attack coming from? But also, the next set will help you get a bit of an idea. And I got broken heart and denied infidelity. So, for the friends that know me, know that I've struggled with intense relationships, trying to date, trying to put myself out there. I've struggled, right? And I feel like as a Taurus, it can be hard to move on. And so that stuck energy inside of us can create these blockages, whether we realize it or not, even once we move on, because yes, I am finally moved on from things of my past. However, the energy inside of me is still stuck. It hasn't quite released itself from me. Maybe I'm bitter. Maybe I'm like, oh, I don't want to date. Maybe I'm putting walls up. Maybe I'm noticing that I'm attracting the same type of people, the same type of patterns. That is stuck energy. It's like, dang, you again in a different body, The reaction to that for me is exhaustion, is burnout, is weariness. I'm always tired, or I was always tired. Need to take a lot of naps. Just constantly like, oh man, like I'm drained. Wake up, you good for the first 3 hours and it's like, man, I'm drained. Because that sadness inside of me is holding me back from my financial freedom and also experiencing a fuller, more happier life, thus creating that stuck, blocked energy. So, and then you pull some clearing cards. How can I clear this exhaustion, this burnout, this heartbreak, this weariness? How can I clear it? And so they'll give you 3 different exercises to clear it. My first one was, and this threw me back to my childhood, when you get on your knees and pray. I mean, I still pray every day, but to get on my knees, that's different. And so this asked me to kneel and surrender to Spirit, asking to be cleansed totally. And now, for things like this to work in your life, you have to truly believe it. You can't sit here and be like, I pray every day. Like, you have to full-heartedly believe that when you do these things and you surrender to this energy, that it'll work for you. So, you get on your knees, you surrender to Spirit, and you ask for the energy to be clear totally, because you want to be free. This is our path. This is our journey. You're being blocked. So you want to be free from this energy, so you do what you need to do. So I did that. This one says, ask that the transparent egg surrounding your energy field be dissolved. Now, I don't know about y'all, but okay, I've been on my healing journey strongly since 2013. That's when I started. Spirit was just like, you got to stop drinking. You need to heal. So I listened, right? Nobody around me was doing it. It was just a feeling, right? And I was just tired. I was just going in circles. I was 2 years out of the military. I just needed a way out. I needed something different. I was living in Hawaii, just going in circles, and I needed to stop. And so I started to listen. And upon that journey, I started doing a bunch of spiritual things, but one of them being protective energy shields and bubbles and things of that nature. Now, sometimes when we create these energy fields, these transparent energy fields and shields, they can shield us from negative energy, yes, but we don't realize sometimes those shields, they block us from our blessings. They block us from all. Okay, so as I was saying, my phone died, but these energy shields can also block us from our blessings. It can block positive energy from coming in after a while. You know, maybe if you created a long time ago, maybe if you haven't quite upgraded your energy protection, whatever the case is, sometimes you can block that necessary energy from flowing through. So this card was asking that you ask the transparent egg surrounding your field to be dissolved. Now, you make sure you keep protecting yourself, but you just want to rid that negative, that old energy protection and renew it and make sure that you're allowing the good to flow as well. I keep hitting my painting. Well, just be careful. And so the third card I got for clearing. It talks about, in your imagination, be covered by a sheet of white paper. Allow a being, source, or your angels or your guides to write on it, and then you take off the paper and you read the message. Imagine them covering you with a sheet of paper. You ask them, please spirit, please source, angels, guides. Write on this paper, show me the message that I most need to receive. And they'll write on it. And then you remove the paper. Initial thought, initial feeling, initial reaction. I know for mine, I got listen. They're wanting me to listen more. Not ironic for a Taurus, right? We need to listen more. And I did. So that was my 3 clearing cards. Next, you ask, what's the stuck belief system keeping me blocked? What's stopping me from achieving financial freedom, the success that I need? I don't deserve. That's a common one. We oftentimes feel like we don't deserve it. You know, I know for a long time, I'm very humble. I can be very, 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 very humble, thus meeting my opposites. I meet or have met in the past people with big, big egos, big personalities, big levels of confidence, but like mostly egotistic because I'm wounded. So I usually meet my wounded opposite. And a big part of my personality was like, man, you know, I don't really, I didn't really work hard enough for this, or I feel like I'm getting what I got because in the past I did this thing, or, just I'm making up all these excuses as to why my life, I'm not working hard enough. So Lord knows I'm working hard enough. I put in work for my life and my path. But a lot of times those limiting belief systems are the things that can keep us stuck. Like, we just don't feel like we deserve to have a lot of money. Oh, I don't know how to save anyway. Like, I would tell myself, I don't save good anyway. And when I had money, I didn't do good with it anyway. And, I wasn't really appreciative when I had this anyway. Like, none of that matters. Forgive yourself. Release that stuff. We all are deserving for each and everything that comes into our life. And we have to appreciate it and trust that when we get what we do deserve, we'll know exactly what to do with it. And if not, there's assistance out there to help us. So feel that you're deserving. And that's what I had to come into today. And the last card is, you ask the angels, hey, give me your blessings, please, angels. And mine was the courage to follow my heart's command. Come on, your heart is everything. At least for me it is. I'm very guided by my heart, but it's hard to be guided by your heart when you're blocked, when you're stuck, when you're feeling damaged, when you're feeling like you're under psychic attack. That's another thing I can talk about, a psychic attack. Man, I learned about that a long time ago too. Never thought it would happen to me because I'm always carrying my crystals and my protection and casting protection, but oftentimes it's the things that we're doing and not realizing and the beliefs that we're holding in our mind that's also attacking us. So, but then you block it. You unblock it. And then you're living more freely and you're releasing those things that keep you